There's a one called sake. Basically, there's namkeen, matri, and they're adding some curry with mint chutney and the salt. Here you go. So we are at Bhutia Halwa shop, established in 1933. This is the shop owned by the ghost. Let's see what exactly is the mystery about this shop. Malai gravy. You can see like we are going to try the fresh papar ki sabji. Such a big, huge side kachori. They call it kachora. It's almost 700 grams of kachori. Can you believe it? Ajmer is one of the popular tourist destinations in the state of Rajasthan. It is a part of the Ajmer district and is located in the midst of the beautiful Aravalli mountains. Founded by Raja Ajaypal Chauhan in 7th century AD, Ajmer got its name from AJMER or the Invincible Hill. In Ajmer, I met Shikha, a dentist by profession and food Instagrammer by passion. Next to Akbari Museum in Ajmer are two shops facing each other, Shankar Chaat and Ananjan Lassi shop. Shankar Chaat is famous for kachori and sake. Here we ordered sake with curry. Pakodi, palak pakodi with curry and chutney. There's the one called sake. Basically, there's namkeen, matri, and they're adding some curry with mint chutney and the salt. Here you go. So we are at Shankar Chaat and Sweet Shop. This shop was established in 1947, the year the India got independence. And this shop is famous for sake, curry, pakodi curry and kachori. Sake with curry and chutney. That's basically fried namkeen. The dough is made with white flour, that's maida. Then they are deep fried, then over it they add some curry. Again without yogurt and buttermilk, just the curry made up of chickpea flour. And then they add some coriander and mint sauce, and then you have the salt. That's it. So let's try it out. Like similarly, the way Sindhis eat dal pakwan, it's the same combination, but there is no dal, it's curry.
Yes, correct.
That's it. It's quite different. Like we have never tried namkeen or what we call limki or sake or matri with curry. It's a very unique combination. We are trying it first time. The best part of like Indian food is that you go anywhere in India. In the morning time, people eat mostly the fried stuff.
Correct.
There you go. It's like everything is like deep fried, or like say pan fried. We'll have parathas, we'll have kachori, samosa, puri.
Correct.
Everywhere is like fried stuff, and anything fried, deep fried, in ghee with spices and masala, it gives a different texture to our Indian food.
Correct.
And here in Rajasthan, you can see most of the places they serve pakodi with curry, or it's kachori, or sake with curry. Next, we tried lassi at Ananjan Lassi shop. The thick and creamy lassi is served in a clay glass topped with malai, rabri and saffron water. In the heat of Ajmer, it was a perfect refreshing drink. That's huge. Like you see, another kind of lassi added to my kitty of lassi trail in India, where we are at Ananjan Lassi shop in Ajmer, and you can see how the lassi is made here. They make lassi first, add it in the clay cups. Then over it they add a spoonful of butter, white butter, then rabri, that's condensed milk, and then you add saffron over it. It's quite special. Like you can go anywhere in India and you try so many different varieties of lassi, from Amritsar to Delhi to different places. So let's try it out. The special lassi of Ajmer. भैया 2 glass दे दीजिए हमें. So here we go. Our special lassi at Ajmer Ananjan shop. There's a lassi. Loads of cream over it and saffron water. So you can see like you mix all of them together so that the saffron can mix properly. It's quite thick, and the owner was telling us there is no ice in it. It's just yogurt with sugar, condensed milk, cream and saffron and sugar as well. The color has evenly spread in this lassi, and now let's just try it. It's like quite thick. You can see there is no ice in it, there is no water. It's just yogurt with sugar malai, that's cream, condensed milk, that's rabri, and saffron water. You can see like there's so many glasses here. They're preparing it. They're just gearing up for the day. In the afternoon, it gets so busy that they make hundreds of glasses of lassi out here. And the shop is right next to Gol Pyao. So if you are coming to Ajmer, you can come right opposite Government Museum. There are two shops next to each other. There, one place you can try the Kachori, Pakodi, and Sakhe. And then next to the shop, you can come to Ananjan Lassi corner and try their famous saffron flavored lassi with cream and rabri. Ajmer is known for Sohan Halwa and Karachi Halwa. I'm sure there would be some historical relevance to the sweets in Delhi and Ajmer. एक piece Sohan Halwa दे दीजिए. We are at Buddha Mal shop. This shop was established in 1890, and here we are trying Sohan Halwa. So you can see this is the sweet, which is made up of wheat flour, white flour, sugar, clarified butter, and cashews. This is a traditional sweet of Ajmer. It's quite nutty with loads of ghee into it. The ghee bursts into your mouth when you have a small piece of Sohan Halwa here. It's very different from a normal halwa which you get. It's crisp like a cookie, like a candy, and you simply put your mouth. We also visited an iconic sweet shop in Ajmer, Azad Sweets, established in 1947. Again, quite an old shop and an iconic shop in Ajmer. And with the recommendation of the owner, we are trying two sweets here. We are trying here cashew burfi with, you can see the edible silver on the top, and then we have the anjeer burfi with loads of dry fruits into it. So let's try some kaju burfi. It's simply like you are having cashews. It's just a paste, thick paste of cashews in it with some edible silver. And now we'll try their special dry fruit burfi with figs. Then you have cashews, almonds, pistachios. Oh wow, it's really good. So we are at Bhutia Halwa shop, established in 1933. This is the shop owned by the ghost. Let's see what exactly is the mystery about this shop. Where we tried doodh jalebi. The sweet and sugary jalebi is crushed in a steel jug, and then half a glass of thick milk is added. Both of them are mixed properly and served in a clay glass with cream on the top. So we are at Bhutia Halwa shop in Alwar Chowk in Ajmer. If you translate Bhutia, that translates into ghost. So the shop owned by the ghost. This shop was established in 1933 by a man named Lalaji. There was a time when there used to be no shops in this lane, and he opened up this shop late in the evening, and people were so scared of coming to this lane. That's why people started calling it the shop owned by the ghost. So even without any fear, he used to open the shop every evening, in the late evening, and that's how people started calling it Bhutia Halwa. It's a very popular shop, famous for sweets. We are having here milk and jalebi, like doodh jalebi. There's a buffalo milk with jalebi. The jalebi is like a pan-Indian dessert. You go anywhere, you'll find jalebi. It's made up of white flour. They make a batter of white flour. Then they are deep fried in ghee and soaked in sugar syrup. The sugar syrup of jalebi gets dissolved in this milk, and you get a sweet milk with the crunchy jalebis in it. Next, we have ordered some gond ka laddu. Gond like literally translates into edible gum. This laddu is normally we eat in the winter's month, but here they make it throughout the year. This laddu is basically made up of whole wheat flour with clarified butter. Then you have dry fruits and sugar into it. So let's just break it. It's quite rich and very healthy, wholesome, sweet. Thank you so much, Shikha, for your time. It was great meeting you. After saying goodbye to Shikha, we moved on to our next food stop to try some authentic Rajasthani delicacies. We are at Mahadev Dhaba in Ajmer, and we are going to try some authentic Rajasthani delicacies here. The owner specially cooked sev tomato and papar ki sabji for us and allowed us to oversee the preparations in the kitchen. So here we are inside the kitchen of Mahadev Dhaba in Ajmer, and we are going to try two authentic Rajasthani delicacies. we'll have papad ki sabji and then sev tomato. So first he's making papad ki sabji. The recipe of both the dishes were quite similar. First, in hot oil, onion is sauteed and garlic water is added to it. Malai gravy. You can see like we are going to try the fresh papad ki sabji. That's a roasted papad he is adding in the curry. This is a very unique thing, unique dish of Ajmer. You can try in Rajasthan, you can try two different delicacies. That's, they can say it's quite simple, it's cooked now. Now next we are going to try sev tomato. So again, some oil, some chopped onions, salt, some chilies, this red chilies, garlic water. We have some garam masala, cream.
तो मलाई के अंदर ग्रेवी बनती है.
Add some coriander. That's the sev. This is the sev which goes into the curry. Wow. And it's done. हो गया तैयार.
Oh.
So you can see it's quite a simple recipe. In fact, the spices which they have used in both of the curry is simply similar. It's the base is you add oil, tomatoes, onion, garlic water, then some curry paste, sev or papad. You can see that's what you're going to try. The papad sabji and sev tomato. Here we have two dishes. We have papad ki sabji, sev tomato and tandoori roti. We have first here papad ki sabji. This is like basically poppadom, and the curry is made in cream with loads of spices, onion and garlic water. And then here we have another dish which is called sev tomato. Sev is basically again made up of chickpea flour. They are deep fried in spices and cooked with tomatoes, onion and spices. Without any wait, let's just dig in. So we'll first try the papad ki sabji. That's the curry made up of poppadom. The sabji of poppadom is like when you roast the poppadom, it's crisp. When you make it in a curry, it becomes very soft. And then you add loads of spices. The curry made up of cream. Then it releases lots of oil in it. What you see is basically the cream. Now let's try the sabji, sev tomato ki sabji. This is, we have made it quite a lot time at home as well, but I'm very excited to try it in Rajasthan. This sauce is quite creamish in texture. It's quite very smooth, and the spices blends very well with tomatoes and onion. You get a perfect texture of sev in it. The crispiness of the sev is well retained in this curry. The poppadom's curry was like literally soft and becomes a bit soggy because of it absorbs all the curry in it. But this is quite still crisp, and so you have to, like, it's a technique of making it. Normally when you add the sev, you don't have to add it at the first instance. You have to first make the curry. At the end you just toss it in the curry. That's it. So that you can get the crispiness of the sev in it. In India, we make even the curries, the vegetables out of the snacks. Normally poppadom or sev we eat as a snack with sometimes with tea, sometimes with food as well. But normally in Rajasthan, I've seen many people eating the breads with sev, or they make the curry out of it. So if you want to try to get a taste of real sev tomato or papad ki sabji, you can come to this place and try it out. On the way to our last stop for Palooda near Madar Gate, we spotted probably India's biggest kachori weighing 650 grams. In my life, I have never seen such a big size kachori anywhere in India. This is, they call it kachora. Such a big, huge size kachori, they call it kachora. It's almost 700 grams of kachori. Can you believe it? Kachori is like small size and kachora is big size fried dumpling stuffed with lentils and different spices. This is a specialty of Nasirabad. In the end, we decided to stop for some dessert. Kesar pista kulfi with kesar pista ice cream, rabri, dry fruits, and rose syrup were layered and served in a glass bowl. It was a perfect sweet way to end the Ajmer street food journey. So this is the speciality of Ajmer. We are trying rabri Palooda with kulfi and ice cream, dry fruits, rose syrup at Madar Gate in Ajmer. That's without any wait, just dig in. What they have done is at the bottom you have a layer of Palooda, then you have ice. Over it you added some 2 small bricks of kesar pista kulfi. Then you have a scoop of ice cream, rabri, rose syrup, and then dry fruits. It's quite a unique combination. Wow, I'm really loving it. The saffron flavor is simply amazing. It's very refreshing. The evening was spent in the Dargah of Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti. In the holy month of Ramzan, we are at the Dargah of Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti in Ajmer district of Rajasthan. People from all different faiths, they come and pay their respect here. Let's go and pay our respect as well. Hazrat Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti, popularly known as Garib Nawaz, that is helper of the poor, is a giant figure on the Sufi map of the subcontinent. And people from all different faiths, they come here to pay their respect to Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti. It is an old saying that people who visit Ajmer Sharif and pray with pure faith and loyalty at this Dargah, their wishes come true. The Dargah Ajmer Sharif has several tombs, buildings, dalans and courtyards of Mughal architecture. I also participated in the langar, that is the community kitchen with the locals and devotees at the Dargah. There's a huge pot of biryani, mutton cooked with rice, and this will be distributed amongst everyone. People will just have it as a prasad at this place. That's the prayers happening. After this, the food will be distributed amongst everyone. In a big plate, fresh and delicious biryani and sweetened rice was served. So this is the communal eating, like the way you share the food with everyone. It's all about sharing the food with others. So in one big plate, you can see we all 4 of us sharing the food. Langar. That's the essence of langar. People from any religion, anyone can come here and share the food with everyone. People kept sharing the food from the same plate. It was truly an experience of a lifetime. People can keep joining this thali. You keep having it. अभी हम 2 लोगों ने खाया, अभी 2 लोग और कर लेंगे, ये थाली भरती रहेगी और लोग खाते रहेंगे लंगर. That's the beauty of langar. The people can keep having the food from the same plate. Just now 3 people have left, now other 3 people have joined us. In a big plate, there are 2 different kinds of rice preparation. One is biryani, second is the sweet rice, what's called zarda. And you can feel like it's the best experience I can ever had, sharing the food with everyone. And food is something which connects us. That's why we are here. In the Dargah, there are 2 huge dakes, cauldrons for cooking niyaz, that is purely vegetarian food cooked with rice, ghee, nuts, saffron and sugar. The system of cooking food in dake was first introduced by Emperor Akbar, and Ajmer Sharif has the world's largest dake with the capacity to cook 4800 kgs of food in it. This is one of the world's largest cooking pot here. They are cooking the sweet rice with saffron and sugar. Now they are adding the sugar into it. You can see there's a sweet rice cooking out here. Wow, that's huge. That's world's largest cooking pot. Dargah Sharif, founded by this great saint, even today follows the tradition of offering free food to the devotees. For centuries they have been following this tradition without a break. So now it's time to explore the food around the bylanes of Dargah. So the most popular sweets around Dargah is the Son Halwa. You can see there are lines of shops selling the same sweet dish. It's called Son Halwa. That's made up of wheat flour, white flour, ghee, sugar and loads of dry fruits in it. Oh, that's here they're making the fresh khamiri rotis. क्या क्या है भैया आपके पास यहाँ पे?
ये चना मसाला है.
हाँ.
ये चना मसाला है, गुर्दा कलेजी फ्राई है, ये भैया फ्राई है, कीमा फ्राई है.
ये किस का है? ये मटन का है?
सब मटन के.
सब मटन का है. ये कलेजी, ये
भेजा फ्राई,
Bheja fry,
कीमा फ्राई.
keema fry. Wow. So we have 4 different dishes in our plate. We have chana masala, then we have brain fry, we have minced meat, and gurda kaleji, that's liver and kidney. We have all 4 different dishes. Now we're going to try with the bread here. It's quite rich in all the flavors. It's the minced meat, the brain, the keema kaleji. It's quite special here. It looks quite rich because of the oil floating on the top, but it's cooked with lot of masala. It's a bit spicy. I really like brain fry personally. Yeah. Now let's try some kidney and liver. If you ask me, like out of all the 4 dishes which we have tried here, my favorite is the keema kaleji. It's cooked properly. The spices are perfectly balanced. It's quite smooth. The flavors are intact. It's quite rich in different flavors. The spices are perfectly balanced, and the keema, the brain fry, the chickpeas, and the keema kaleji, all of them are extremely excellent. So if you are in Ajmer Sharif, Dargah Sharif, you can come to this place and try out all the 4 different dishes. That's how we ended our food journey in Ajmer on a spiritual note. In the next episode, we will take you on a full-on street food explorations in the blue city of Rajasthan, Jodhpur. Till then, keep walking, keep exploring.